Okay, welcome back. We just worked through the first part of 8.3, multiplying polynomials. Now we're going to work through part 2. Okay, so this is part 2. Now this part is going to be dealing with a binomial times a binomial. So what does that mean? Last section, okay, or part 1, we were working mainly with a monomial times a binomial or trinomial, which is one term times 2 or 3. Now we're going to have two terms, okay, times two terms. Okay, well, there's blanks right here, so let's fill that in. So let's do x plus 2, and let's do x plus, let's just say 3. Okay, so now I have one term, okay, two terms, okay, that's two terms times one, two terms, so it's a 2 by 2. Now for these, our box is going to look a little bit different when we use the box methods. Now that we have a 2 by 2, okay, a 2 by 2, I need a 2 by 2 box, okay? So this is going to be very similar to working with our monomial times a binomial. Just pay attention when we set up the box. It's going to be very similar. Okay, so let's work with our first set of parentheses. Okay, first set of parentheses right here. Okay, now, same thing. I'm going to use this first term right here. This first term is x. I'm always going to go down first. So I'm going to put that first term, okay, I'm going to put it right next to that first box. Okay, then I'm going to take that second term. Okay, always carry the sign in front, so this is a positive 2. I'm going to put it right underneath it, okay, right down the left-hand side. Good. So I've used that whole term. So all I did was x plus 2. That is one set of parentheses. Now I'm going to put the other set of parentheses on the top of the box. So we are going to be working with this set of parentheses. Okay, good. So now, the first step, okay, let's go back to our steps. Our first step is to set up our boxes. Okay, so set up our boxes. So now on the top, I'm going to have, let's say, x right here because that's my first term. I'm going to put the second term right here on top of that box, which is positive 3. Always carry that sign that's in front. Good. Now our second step here, okay, once we've set up our boxes, our second step here is to find the area of all boxes. Okay, so what does that mean? Just like we did for the box method for a monomial times a bi and a trinomial, I just want to find the area of this box. So it's going to be length times width. So in this case, it's x times x, which is, remember, add the exponents, is x squared. Awesome. Okay, good. Now, I always go across first. Okay, so now let's find the area of this box right here. So it's going to be the length is 3 times, okay, the width is x, right? The width is x for both these boxes, so 3 times x is a positive 3x. Now, make sure that you carry the sign because it'll help you when you combine like terms later. Okay, good. So let's go to the bottom two boxes. So the length of this box is x. Okay, the width is positive 2. So the area would be positive 2 times x, which is positive 2x. Awesome. Okay, and lastly, let's find the area of this last box. And it's going to be the length is 3, width is 2. Positive 2 times positive 3 is a positive 6. Now, most common mistake is that most students are going to add these two numbers together, but remember, area you multiply. So it's going to be 2 times 3 is 6. Good. Now, when we multiply a binomial times a binomial, almost always, this upper diagonal right here, they're going to create like terms. So, our third step is going to be combine like terms okay, slash simplify. Okay, good. So right now, I'm going to rewrite this. Now you don't have to, but I'm just going to rewrite this from left to right. So it's going to be x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. Now, like I said, these two are going to be like terms, and we're going to say 3x plus 2x is 5x. Bring down when we didn't use. And there you go. That is our answer. So our answer, I'm going to write down here in blue, is going to be x squared plus 5x plus 6. And let's circle that. Okay. Now our final step is to simply write our expression. All right. Let's go through an example or two, and then you guys can kind of move on at your own pace. So let's try. I'm gonna do 1 and 3, and then 2 and 4 are gonna be money problems. Okay. So let's go through. This should be a set of parentheses right there. Now, notice I don't have boxes for you, so you're just going to have to add those boxes. Now, this is a 2, right? I have a 2 by 2. I have a 2 by, let's see if that writes. There we go. A 2 by 2 set of binomials. So I need a 2 by 2 box. So my box is going to look something like, whoa, ayo. Sorry, there we go. Okay, good. So now let's set up our box. Our first step, if you go back, our first step is to set up our box. So that's what we're in the process of doing. Now I need to make sure I have the proper terms on the proper sides. So let's work with this first binomial. First term, okay, next to the first box. Okay, next term is right underneath it, carry the sign at -3. Okay, good. Let's go to the second binomial. Okay, this is going to be x plus 5. So all I did was break it up. So this is my first set of parentheses. This is my second set of parentheses. Okay, next step. Find area of all boxes. So let's find the area of all the boxes. So this first box right here, x times x is x squared. Good. Always go from left to right. So here I'm going to have the length is 5, the width is x. 5 times x is positive 5x. Awesome. Next one is going to be length times width. X times -3 is -3x. Okay, good. And lastly, I have 5 times -3 is -15. Okay, good. Now, almost, always. Let's go to our third step, combine like terms. Remember, combine like terms and simplify. This upper diagonal, if it's going to write for me, there we go. So that upper diagonal is going to almost always carry like terms. So it's going to be, let's write it out. Okay, x squared, okay, plus 5x minus 3x minus 15. Okay, good. So now, I want to combine those like terms. So I'm going to have positive 5x minus 3x is 2x. Write down what I didn't use, write down what I didn't use. And it's going to be x squared plus 2x minus 15. And that's our fourth step, is to rewrite our expression. Okay, good. Okay, and lastly, let's try number 3. Okay, first thing I want to do is set up my boxes. Okay, now this is a 2 by 2. So I need a 2 by 2 box. There we go. That's a little bit bigger box, but that's okay. Okay, now step 1 is to set up our box. First term next to the first box. Second term right underneath. Okay, good. Second set of parentheses, second binomial, it's going to be first term on top. See if this works. There we go. First term in the first box, and then add plus 7. Awesome. Okay, good. Next step, find the area of each box. So 2x times x. Now remember, multiply the coefficients. 2 times, that's a 1. 2 times 1 is going to be 2. Okay, then I have x times x, which is x squared. Okay, good. Now, find the area of the next box. So 2. Okay, 2 times, it's 2x times positive 7 is going to be a 14. Okay, 14x. Good. Down here, I'm going to have, this should be a 4. Okay, 4 times just regular x is going to be positive 4x. Good. Then I'm going to have this last box is going to be 7 times 4 is a positive. Okay, positive 28. Okay, good. Now I'm going to almost always combine these like terms, which are right there. Okay, rewrite your expression from left to right. So it's going to be 2x squared, and it's going to be there should be a plus in front of there, so it should be plus 14x. Okay, plus 4x. And then I'm going to have plus 28. Sorry, I'm writing big. Good. Now, like I said, almost always this upper diagonal is going to contain like terms. So 14x and 4x make 18x. Good. Add 28. Okay. Bring down the 2x squared, and just like that, I have my answer. So my answer would be 2x squared plus 18x plus 28. Awesome. Okay, so these two are going to be money problems. Okay, good luck. Once you move on to the back, call me over and I'll review the FOIL method, and then you could choose which method you like, either the box method or the FOIL method. All right, good luck.